their screens. They come from all parts of the world for this, for the spectacle, while waiting they enthusiastically chat on forums and community WhatsApp groups. For most of you, this is not your first rodeo, is it? No. There are no gates that open. All of you have the best seat in the house, right in front of the stage. After all, you have been waiting for this for more than 6 months now. Countdown will begin any moment, upon which the speaker will take the stage and big announcement will kick in.
Hey everyone, launch of something we know you've all been eagerly waiting for. But first, let me address the elephant in this big, empty room. There's obviously no audience in this, and we're not going to awkwardly pretend like we're talking to an auditorium full of thousands of people. No, instead, in true OnePlus fashion, we're coming from multiple locations around the world, talking directly to you, watching us online from the safety and comfort of your homes. So let's get started. A lot has happened since we brought you the OnePlus 7 and 7T series last year. You may have seen OnePlus products on best of lists all over the place, with so many reviewers calling any one of our different phones the best phone of the year. We also earned the biggest awards for smartphone innovation at CES and MWC, and these examples here are just the beginning. More and more users around the world are switching to OnePlus. We're the #4 premium smartphone company in the world, the #1 premium brand in India, and we were the fastest growing smartphone brand in the US in 2019. Not bad for a company that's just 6 years old. So I think it's fair to ask, what are we doing right? Well, for starters, since the beginning, OnePlus has had a unique bond with its community, which has now grown to more than 5.5 million members. 5.5 million members. If our community were a country, it would have the same population as Finland, which incidentally is where we launched with our first carrier partner, Elisa. The community is one of the most valued and important parts of OnePlus, really like an extension of the OnePlus family. And on the actual employed side of the OnePlus family, we have world-class teams of engineers, industrial designers, and software developers that work extremely hard to make our products compete head-to-head with the big dogs in the industry, and very often beat them. The pursuit of perfection and pushing the boundaries is in our blood. Our product teams have done some very impressive things over the years, and recently have introduced some of the biggest innovations in the smartphone industry. Last year, we were the first to introduce the world to a QHD Plus 90 Hz display in a smartphone. And a few months ago at CES, we unveiled our first concept phone, the OnePlus Concept One, a device with color-shifting glass that makes the camera effectively invisible. And we've also been leading the charge on 5G. This is, after all, the next generation of mobile communications. Last year, we joined together with the carrier EE in the UK to release the OnePlus 7 Pro 5G, the first 5G phone in the UK on the first 5G network in the UK. And we've also had a chance to work very closely with T-Mobile to deliver one of the first 5G smartphones to tap into T-Mobile's nationwide 5G network, which offers wider and more reliable coverage reaching over 200 million people across America. We're so proud that the OnePlus 7T Pro 5G McLaren Edition launched alongside T-Mobile's nationwide network. Now, this is an awesome achievement for us, and we're so excited to continue our 5G partnership with T-Mobile.
Hey everyone, I'm Chris Belter with T-Mobile. As Ryan mentioned, we've had a long-standing partnership with OnePlus. From being the first to bring OnePlus to the US, to our partnership last December when the Un-carrier launched 5G across the country, to today's news. Staying connected is more important than ever given the state of the world today, and we've seen this brought to life in the ways Americans are using devices on our network. Usage of educational apps, collaboration tools, gaming, and food delivery apps is up significantly as people stay connected to work, school, and family, all while staying home. It's a testament to the importance of providing reliable wireless connectivity across the country. We want to thank OnePlus for their important role in providing one of the first smartphones to tap into our nationwide 5G network. As T-Mobile and Sprint come together, we're proud to be well on our way to creating the world's best 5G network with partners like OnePlus. Thank you.
Now, this partnership has been essential in helping increase OnePlus's footprint in the US. Now you can buy our 5G devices through T-Mobile nationwide. And the results show. In the US, OnePlus is the third leading brand for 5G devices. So we'd like to take a moment here to thank T-Mobile. Over the past year, we have worked very closely with them as we developed our 5G smartphones in tandem with the innovative work T-Mobile has done to bring 5G to consumers across the nation. Our partnership has helped turn 5G from a promise for the future into something you can enjoy here and now. And that was just the beginning. We're increasing our investment in 5G research and development to bring everyone an even better experience in the future. OnePlus is all in 5G. And today, we're excited about an important milestone for OnePlus and for the industry that clearly demonstrates our commitment to helping usher in the 5G era. Today, we're bringing you a full lineup of premium, beautiful, powerful flagship 5G devices, the OnePlus 8 series. And here it is, the OnePlus 8 Pro, the newest ultra-premium phone in the flagship OnePlus 8 series. From design to display, from camera to performance, to OS, the most powerful product we've ever created. And also a thing of real beauty. You see, designers design smartphones to emotionally connect with us because the physical form of it gives us a reference point, something to look at, to point at, something tangible to fall in love with. The details of the finished product tell a story of the hundreds of iterations we've gone through to make it look beautiful and feel just right, of the countless tweaks our product teams have made to get it as close to perfect as possible. You pick up your phone more than 200 times a day, and every time we want you to feel like you're picking up a work of art. And that's why CMF, or color, material, and finish, is so important. It dictates how a phone will feel in your hands, which in turn will influence your feeling about the device. So let's look at the CMF of the OnePlus 8 Pro. It comes with a curved glass back. And of course, we offer a beautiful glossy finish. But the matte frosted glass option is really something amazing. Now, some of you may remember the silk white version of the OnePlus One. It really did have a memorable feeling in the hand. That's the feeling we wanted to bring back. We increased the haze level in the glass finish to the highest level in the industry. The OnePlus 8 Pro is silky smooth to the touch. And now for the colors. We have options for you, ultramarine blue and onyx black. But you've seen black and blue phones from OnePlus before. Well, there's a new option for you this time. Glacial Green. You may have seen it on some leaked renders, but I assure you, it's so different when you see it in real life. It's so fresh. It's one of those colors where you may think, I'm probably more of a black or blue kind of person. I could never have such a bold color. But then you see it, and you suddenly change your mind. It's vivid during the daytime and soothing in the evening. And with that silky matte frosted feel, you won't want to put it down. Now, you may have already noticed the punch hole front-facing camera. Well, there's a reason that we went with that. It really does make the phone feel lighter. And at only 3.8 millimeters in diameter, you'll hardly even notice it's there. And you know we listen to your feedback, right? So one of the things you've asked for is an IP rating. Well, guess what? The OnePlus 8 Pro is IP68 rated. But what do you think is the most important part of a smartphone? Your display, obviously. You look at, touch, or swipe on your screen 2,000 times a day, on average. So the screen you're looking at better be a true feast for your eyes. The OnePlus 8 Pro has the highest spec display in the universe. Well, at least on the planet Earth. But not only will it meet all of your daily needs, but when you play games, watch movies, scroll through your social media feeds, trust us, it will blow your mind. Now, if you were paying attention to OnePlus news earlier this year, you'll already know that we were planning to bring you a 120 Hz display. And it's finally here. The OnePlus 8 Pro comes with a 6.7-inch screen with QHD Plus resolution at 513 pixels per inch. And it can get super bright. It can hit 4,096 different levels of brightness, with a peak brightness of up to 1,300 nits. We've also added sensors on the front and the back of the OnePlus 8 Pro for the smoothest automatic brightness adjustment we've ever had on a OnePlus device. Seriously, guys, this is one of the best displays you'll find on any smartphone. But don't just take our word for it. We gave the OnePlus 8 Pro to DisplayMate, the leading authority in display quality testing, to see if this was all hype or if it really is one of the best displays. Now, first of all, DisplayMate doesn't test just any smartphone display. They only test the absolute best. They gave the OnePlus 8 Pro their Best Smartphone Display Award with DisplayMate's highest ever display performance grade of A+. And more impressively, it set or matched 13 performance records, more records than any other smartphone. I mean, look at this list of records. It really speaks for itself. And when you get the OnePlus 8 Pro in your hands, another thing that will speak for itself is the amount of color you'll see. The OnePlus 8 Pro display supports 10-bit color depth. That means instead of seeing the same 16 million colors you would get in most smartphones, we're bringing you 1 billion colors, with a B. This makes images and HDR videos richer, more colorful, and much more lifelike. So yes, you're getting way more color than before, but you're also getting much more honest color than before. It all comes down to JNCD, or just noticeable color difference. Like your golf score, the lower the JNCD, the better. And we're the best. Any JNCD below 1 is imperceptible to the human eye. But we've taken it further. The OnePlus 8 Pro has a JNCD of 0.4, which means that the colors you see on your phone are practically identical to the same colors you see in real life. 120 Hz. That's the refresh rate of the OnePlus 8 Pro. Now, in very simple terms, that just means the display refreshes 2 times faster than a 60 Hz display. But in reality, it feels infinitely smoother. So what does this actually look like? Well, it's pretty obvious. And it's also way more responsive. When you touch the display, the feedback is immediate, only 24.6 milliseconds. How do we make it so responsive? Well, first, the OnePlus 8 Pro has a 240 Hz touch sampling rate, which is great, but not enough. Our secret weapon is the OnePlus Smooth Chain. So we approach product development like a chain. Every link in this chain has to be strong and it has to work together, or else the chain's going to break. Our end goal is to make sure our hardware and software work together as smoothly as possible. Now, most videos, unless directed by Ang Lee, are not shot at 120 FPS. They're shot at either 24 FPS or 30 FPS. So how can you take full advantage of this gorgeous 120 Hz fluid display? The answer can be found on something as small as a grain of rice. It's our custom MEMC chip. MEMC means Motion Estimate Motion Compensation. Basically, it inserts 1 or more additional frames after each original frame in the video to make it look much smoother. You can choose either 60 FPS or 120 FPS, or you can even turn it off in the settings. "120 Hz QHD Fluid Display, A+ rating, 1 billion colors, Best smartphone display in the universe. I mean, what more could you possibly ask for? How about an amazing camera? With the OnePlus 8 Pro, we're giving you just that. In fact, this is the biggest camera upgrade we've ever delivered in a OnePlus phone. The OnePlus 8 Pro has a 48 megapixel main camera with a custom-made Sony sensor, a 48 megapixel ultra-wide lens with a full 120-degree field of view, a telephoto lens with 3 times hybrid and 30 times digital zoom, and a unique color filter camera. This is the first ever quad camera setup on a OnePlus phone. We worked together with Sony on a custom IMX689 sensor, the largest and most high-tech sensor we've ever used. Now, the bigger the sensor in your camera, the more light it receives, which decreases noise and increases dynamic range. And dynamic range is especially important to give your images more detail. Now, like I just mentioned, this sensor is super high-tech. It has dual native ISO, which is usually found in professional cinema cameras and reduces noise in low light. It also has 2x2 on-chip lens, which gives you the power to detect horizontal, vertical, and diagonal textures to give you more accurate focus, even in the dark. Now check out the detail and the color in these sample shots. And then there's the ultra-wide camera. Now you can get a much wider 120-degree field of view. Unlike most other ultra-wides, the OnePlus 8 Pro doesn't compromise on image quality. We've used the flagship level Sony IMX586 sensor, which gives it 48 megapixels, just like the main camera. Now that is the most in any smartphone ultra-wide camera. And most impressive with 48 megapixels, you can also get much more detail even when you zoom in. Now that larger sensor has another advantage too, and that's ultra-wide night shots. Now you can get clear, sharp images even in the dark, just like in this comparison with the iPhone 11 Pro Max. The OnePlus 8 Pro also has a telephoto lens with 3 times hybrid and 30 times digital zoom. And we've also added a 4th camera on the OnePlus 8 Pro, a unique color filter camera that enables you to express the artist within through lighting effects and filters. Okay, but enough about the photos. How about video? Nobody wants a shaky video. So the OnePlus 8 Pro is equipped with hybrid image stabilization, combining OIS and EIS for much more stable videos. And we've also included 3 high-precision microphones that reduce noise when shooting video to capture clear stereo audio. And we also have audio zoom, which lets you zoom in on the sounds you want to amplify, and audio windscreen, which automatically minimizes wind sounds when you're recording. And when you're shooting a video, lighting is one of the biggest challenges. And with backlight, it's practically impossible to get a clear face and a clear background at the same time. But with 3 HDR technology, we've solved that problem for you. With its advanced sensor, the OnePlus 8 Pro can weave together 3 different exposures into one frame with a higher dynamic range, filling in both shadow and well-lit areas for clearer, more colorful details. Now this was recorded with an iPhone 11 Pro Max, which some people claim has the best dynamic range in any smartphone. And this is from the OnePlus 8 Pro. We'll let you be the judge. So that's the OnePlus 8 Pro camera system. Faster, smarter focusing. An ultra-wide camera with flagship image quality. Dynamic video powered by 3 HDR for even the most difficult lighting conditions. This is a camera system designed to open up your world a little wider and make sure that every photo and every video you take captures exactly what you want. And now let's dig into the rest of the specs. The OnePlus 8 Pro is powered by the Snapdragon 865 mobile platform. It comes with up to 12 gigabytes of LPDDR5 RAM, which is almost 30% faster than the previous generation, with 20% lower power consumption. It also comes with up to 256 gigabytes of UFS 3.0 storage. And because the OnePlus 8 series is leading with speed, we've equipped the OnePlus 8 Pro with Wi-Fi 6. That gives you 40% faster peak internet speed, and is 4 times faster in crowded areas. Now, with top-of-the-line specs and an immersive 120 Hz fluid display, we believe the OnePlus 8 Pro is the best gaming phone around. And there are certain details that can really add to the fun as well. The OnePlus 8 Pro's stereo speakers with Dolby Atmos will completely surround you with exciting, high-quality sound. And a new and improved haptic motor with stronger vibration will bring your games to life. Now, 4,510 milliamp hours. That's the size of the OnePlus 8 Pro battery, and it's the biggest battery in any OnePlus device, ever. 10% bigger than the OnePlus 7T Pro. And with Warp Charge 30T, you can go from 0 to 60% power in just half an hour. I mean, that's great, but you'll be very happy to know that we're finally giving you another way to charge your phone. Say hello to Warp Charge 30 Wireless. Now, it took us some time, but we're finally here, thanks to 2 major technological innovations. First is a series of isolated charging pumps, which allows for higher charging power at 30 watts. And second is our Warp Wireless direct charging architecture, which uses a customized chip to better communicate between the wireless charging dock and your phone to improve charging efficiency. And better yet, it supports reverse charging, so you can use the OnePlus 8 Pro to charge some of your accessories. Warp Charge 30 Wireless is really fast. You can get 50% power in just 30 minutes. But again, don't just take our word for it. See for yourself. Oxygen OS, co-created with our community. That lightweight, seamless software experience you've come to love. A smooth operating system like Oxygen OS lets you breathe easier with more choice and less hassle. Internally, we push ourselves to take smoothness to the next level. And that's exactly what we've done with the OnePlus 8 Pro. We've added 280 new optimizations to make navigation and scrolling smoother and more fluid than ever before. We know a lot of our users love dark theme. It consumes less battery and is very easy on the eyes. So we've refreshed it for the OnePlus 8 Pro. And we're introducing new dynamic wallpapers that change with the weather. Partnering with Google has helped us bring a ton of great features to OnePlus users over the years. One of the newest features you may be familiar with already is Live Caption, which provides video and audio captions in real time. On the OnePlus 8 series, we've worked with the Google One team to give you an extended 100 gigabytes of cloud storage. And we're happy to let you know that with a new OnePlus 8 series phone, you can get a free 3-month trial. And we're also working closely with our friends at Stadia, the new cloud gaming service from Google. Stadia gameplay will be available on the new OnePlus 8 series, so users can enjoy a selection of blockbuster video games like Doom Eternal on their phone. And we're also enabling Stadia gameplay on a selection of other OnePlus devices, so stay tuned to our official channels for more details. And the OnePlus 8 series will also be Amazon Alexa ready. That gives you another choice for your voice service. If you choose Alexa, just download the app and ask to listen to music, make phone calls, and more. But really, we do want to thank the Amazon team for working with us to make this a possibility for all of our community worldwide. So that's the OnePlus 8 Pro. Burdenless design, 120 Hz QHD Plus fluid display, amazing quad camera, top-of-the-line performance, 5G enabled, the coolest, most powerful OnePlus phone ever. There's no doubt that the OnePlus 8 is a true powerhouse. But that's not all we have to show you today. I'm excited to introduce you to the counterpart of the OnePlus 8 Pro, the pure OnePlus 8. Impeccable polished design, vibrant, smooth display, flagship performance, 5G, all in a sleek, compact form factor. I mean, that sounds pretty much like a dream phone. And many of you must be thinking the exact same thing because you've been asking for a very long time. Well, now you have it with the OnePlus 8. Let's first talk about design, something we take a lot of pride in. OnePlus has always been known for the amount of attention we pay to the details of our design. We're constantly looking for ways to optimize our software to be as fast and responsive as possible. We also engineer our hardware with refinements that are so minute, you may not even notice them unless you know what to look for. This is what we call burdenless design, meaning that with every choice we make, we ask, how do we avoid imposing on the user? How can we design our products in a way that frees you to achieve what you want? Well, that's what we're doing with the OnePlus 8. We're bringing you the very best of OnePlus design, distilled into a beautiful, smaller form factor. And for years, we've heard a lot of people in the community asking for a more compact OnePlus phone, a true flagship that's just a bit easier to handle. Now, for us, compact doesn't simply mean slapping a smaller screen onto a smaller body and calling it a day. Many people want a smaller phone, but nobody wants to sacrifice performance or beauty just so their phone fits better in their pocket or their purse. And I know you don't want to weaken your Instagram game by buying the wrong compact phone. You want a powerful flagship phone that feels small enough and light enough in your hand, but still has a full view display with enough screen real estate to let you get lost in your Netflix binge session, or to better judge the interior design of your colleagues' homes on Zoom calls. You want it all, and hell, you deserve it all. And with the OnePlus 8, we're giving it all to you. So let's take a closer look at the size. The OnePlus 8 has a full 6.55-inch display. And with slim bezels on both sides, we've managed to get it down to just 72.9 millimeters wide. But how does that stack up to some of the other phones on the market? Well, for the sake of comparison, the iPhone 11 Pro Max comes with a 6.5-inch display, but it's a pretty massive 77.8 millimeters wide. The OnePlus 8 is nearly 5 millimeters narrower with a similar display area. And the iPhone 11 Pro, which has a 5.8-inch display and is widely considered to be a compact phone, is almost the same width of the OnePlus 8. But let me remind you that the OnePlus 8 has a much larger screen for those Zoom calls. At the same time, we've also shaved the thickness down to a mere 8 millimeters. That's thinner than the iPhone 11, 11 Pro, and 11 Pro Max, almost as thin as a pencil. We also gave the OnePlus 8 shorter and tighter curves along the sides of the display compared to the OnePlus 7 Pro for a grip that's both more comfortable and more secure. Now, personally, my favorite part of the design, the OnePlus 8 is amazingly light. We've optimized the internal components to reduce the weight to just 180 grams, making it one of the lightest flagship phones you can find anywhere on the market. It's 46 grams lighter than the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Now that's like taking 2 car keys off a heavy keychain. And it's also 14 grams lighter than the iPhone 11. I mean, seriously, this thing is light, you guys. And not only is the OnePlus 8 incredibly light, thin, and ergonomic, but it also comes in style. The color options include the same sleek onyx black and the beautiful glacial green that you've just seen for the OnePlus 8 Pro. But there's another stunning choice for the OnePlus 8. We call it Interstellar Glow. Now, seeing it is one thing, but actually getting it in your hands is something totally different. It's not just any one color, but a whole spectrum of otherworldly light captured in glass. From every angle, the colors and the feeling you get are always different. And that's because of the technology we use to make this possible. The phone includes color in a layer of film, but also in the glass itself. So mixing these 2 layers produces this unique gradient that gives you such a wide array of colors from different angles. Now, when I talked to our photographer about this phone, he said it's the most difficult phone he's ever shot because it constantly changes depending on the light. He said he took about 1,000 photos of the phone, but when he went back to look at all the photos, it was like he took shots of 1,000 different phones. So when you get this in your hands, give it a try. Take photos of all the different colors that you see in the Interstellar Glow phone, post them on your Instagram or Twitter, and at OnePlus so we can see as well. Now that same beauty extends right around into the screen. The OnePlus 8 brings you an industry-leading display, even in its more compact form factor. The OnePlus 8's gorgeous 6.55-inch display is sized to a cinematic 20:9 aspect ratio, giving you more real estate to devour content while still being very comfortable to hold. It has a peak brightness of 1,100 nits, helping you see the screen much better in direct sunlight. It also comes with both HDR10 and HDR10 Plus certification to take color accuracy and contrast to the next level. We calibrated each panel for color accuracy and achieved a JNCD rating of 0.4. That's that just noticeable color difference that, if you remember, we nailed on the OnePlus 8 Pro. Well, like the OnePlus 8 Pro, the OnePlus 8's JNCD is also visually indistinguishable from perfect. That means that the OnePlus 8 gives you pretty much the most accurate color on any smartphone out there. In fact, we let DisplayMate run it through their entire battery of tests, and the results were very impressive. It received an exceptional A+ rating, while setting or matching 10 of their performance records. In key areas like brightness and color accuracy, the OnePlus 8 performs better than almost any phone in the industry. That's pretty amazing for this compact beast of a phone. Now, high-quality displays have kind of become our thing. Last year, we brought you the world's first QHD Plus 90 Hz fluid display in a smartphone. And since then, many others have followed suit, and it's easy to understand why. But a true fluid display depends on much more than just the display itself. Any manufacturer can use a similar display, but the results won't match our standards. To really make the most of those higher refresh rates, everything needs to work together. Now here again, the OnePlus Smooth Chain system comes into play to make the most of the hardware. So everything about the OnePlus 8 is optimized for that fluid movement all throughout the system, from the processor to the software, so every part of the phone comes together and moves in sync with you. Now, as we said, the OnePlus 8 is amazingly compact and light in the hand at just 180 grams. But in every other respect, it's a serious, heavyweight flagship device, like the camera. We've equipped the OnePlus 8 with a triple camera design, combining a 48-megapixel Sony IMX586 main camera with optical image stabilization, a 16-megapixel ultra-wide lens, and an independent macro camera. The Sony IMX586 is a really great sensor with huge potential. This year, with a brand new Spectra 480 image signal processor, which can process 4 times more pixels than before, the OnePlus 8 can take even clearer shots with advanced image processing like HDR. We also further fine-tuned the way the OnePlus 8 handles color. Now you can get even more vivid colors that really pop without having to mess with complicated settings. Now these are just some sample shots. You can see the color looks really, really good. And of course, a camera system today is never complete without a high-quality ultra-wide lens. The OnePlus 8 is equipped with a 16-megapixel ultra-wide camera to help you easily capture more panoramic views when you're out in the wilderness with literally nobody near you. And of course, the OnePlus 8 can shoot 4K video. The built-in hybrid stabilization system combines both OIS and EIS technologies, compensating for bumps and shakes to help you shoot incredibly stable videos on the move. So now let's move on to the rest of the hardware. In true OnePlus fashion, the OnePlus 8 is equipped with top-of-the-line specs. But not just for the sake of having great specs. Again, any manufacturer can throw similar components into a smartphone. But we make sure we can get the most out of those specs and perform better than the competition. With the OnePlus 8 series, we're leading with speed. And the pure, compact flagship OnePlus 8 does just that. It includes the very best Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 mobile platform and up to 12 gigabytes of boosted RAM. It also comes with up to 256 gigabytes of UFS 3.0 storage with TurboWrite and HPB, or Host Performance Booster, which improves random read speed in the long run. Now together, these further increase the storage speed to among the fastest in the industry. The OnePlus 8 even has USB 3.1, giving you much faster data transfer speed compared to traditional USB 2.0. Now, all that together means the OnePlus 8 is super fast and will stay super fast for a long, long time. When you've got the OnePlus 8 in your hands, everything will just flow beautifully and effortlessly. Now, the OnePlus 8 is also equipped with a 4,300 milliamp hour battery, and it comes with Warp Charge 30T, our unique fast charging technology. You can get a 60% charge in just half an hour, with more than enough power to get you through the day. More importantly, you can juice up just as fast even when you're using your phone while charging. So that's the OnePlus 8. Beautiful, burdenless design, smooth display, flagship performance, compact form factor. But there's one other really important point we want to make about both the OnePlus 8 and the OnePlus 8 Pro, and that's that they both fully support 5G. Now, you've probably heard a lot about 5G, and you're going to hear a lot more about it this year, trust us. 5G is powerful technology. It takes a lot of engineering prowess to get the most out of it, but also to get all the necessary components into such a compact flagship device. Our mission is to give more people more access to 5G. As we showed you earlier, OnePlus has already gotten out to an early lead in the 5G smartphone game, but there's so much more we can do. And to tell you about the next step we're taking to better cover the 5G needs of users in the United States, let me welcome Pete Lau, founder and CEO of OnePlus, to share a very important announcement straight from our headquarters.
Hello everyone, I'm Pete Lau. Thank you for watching our online event today. More importantly, I hope you are staying healthy and safe wherever you are. Today is a very important and exciting day for OnePlus. With the launch of the OnePlus 8 series, we are all in 5G. We began our 5G program in 2016 at the dawn of the 5G era. Since then, we have invested heavily in 5G as a core part of our strategy. We are working to bring you the best 5G experience with support from many great partners. And today, I'm honored to officially announce that OnePlus is finally coming to the Verizon network. Together with Verizon, we will release the OnePlus 8 5G UW. Verizon customers will soon be able to buy one of the best 5G flagship phones, customized to run a Verizon 5G network. This is a major milestone for OnePlus and one of the most important developments in the history of our company. Personally, I'm so proud of this launch. I want to thank Verizon for their ongoing support. I believe that in the future, Verizon and OnePlus will continue to provide an amazing 5G experience. Thank you.
Thank you, Pete. We're so excited to be working with Verizon to launch the OnePlus 8 5G UW, a device that will exclusively run on the Verizon 5G ultra-wideband network, further strengthening our presence in North America. Now, we've said it before, but we want to say it again. With the OnePlus 8 series, we're all in 5G. This is the standard of the future, but it's already the OnePlus standard here and now. And one of our key partners in making 5G the OnePlus standard has been Qualcomm. Our engineers have worked closely with Qualcomm to equip every device in the OnePlus 8 series with 5G capability. So no matter where you are, if there's 5G, you're covered. We asked our good friend Cristiano Oman, the president of Qualcomm, to share a few words on the work we've done together and what it means for OnePlus users.
Hi everyone, Cristiano Oman, president of Qualcomm. I would like to be in person with Pete, but I'm recording this video from my home in San Diego. I could not miss the opportunity to congratulate Pete and the amazing OnePlus team worldwide on today's launch. We value our strong relationship with OnePlus, and we applaud your perseverance during this extraordinary time. We're extremely excited about the new OnePlus 8 series smartphones, which are powered by our premium Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 mobile platform. Combining the OnePlus 8 series with Qualcomm 8 series, of course, we will make incredible devices. Snapdragon 865 is the world's most advanced 5G platform and delivers industry-leading features, including our X55 5G modem to RF system that supports both millimeter wave and sub-6 spectrum bands for multi-gigabit speeds while delivering superior 5G coverage. And along with the world's best multimedia and gigapixel camera experiences, OnePlus is leveraging our full suite of Snapdragon Elite Gaming for desktop quality gaming with ultra-realistic graphics and blazing fast responsiveness designed to deliver unparalleled gaming immersion. The OnePlus 8 series lineup takes full advantage of these advanced performance capabilities to create 5G experiences that are incredibly fast and smooth. For us, this comes as no surprise, as we've been working with OnePlus since the launch of their very first smartphone. Over the last several years, our relationship has deepened as we began collaborating to accelerate 5G innovation. And with OnePlus, we have a partner that shares the same passion for 5G technology and for creating exceptional user experiences. Congratulations again to Pete and the entire OnePlus team on the launch of exciting new 8 series smartphones, and thank you for being such an incredible partner. We can't wait to see what we accomplish together in the 5G era. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Cristiano, and thank you to Qualcomm. 5G is and will continue to be a huge priority for us at OnePlus. And now we've got just a few more things to share with you before we get to what I know you're all waiting for, the price. So how about some accessories? First, we're really pumped to show you our newest wireless earphones, the Bullets Wireless Z.
Circumnavigate that whole one fine. Pardon me for being only partly energetic. I'm just having untied. I'm me in the Obi, everybody in the building. So then. Searching into this, finally got back into my groove. I just feeling myself, yeah. Now I'm just trying to feel. If you're feeling yourself, yeah, you should sing the shit too. If you're feeling yourself.
With the new Bullets Wireless Z, you just have to charge for 10 minutes and you can listen to 10 hours of podcasts, music, whatever you want. Just 10 minutes. And with a full charge, you'll get 20 hours of playback time. That's literally almost a full day. They're super lightweight with incredibly low latency, and they look awesome. The colors include black, blue, mint, or oat. And we know a lot of you love that sandstone look and feel. I know I do. Well, for the first time, we're branching out from the classic black color option we introduced with the OnePlus One. Now for the OnePlus 8 series, you can also choose from cyan or smoky purple. And we've got one more really cool case to talk about. Maybe you've seen this character, Mr. A. His creator is one of the world's most famous and well-known street artists, Andres Saraiva, who's worked with fashion brands like Louis Vuitton. And now he's collaborating with OnePlus. We're excited to bring you 3 cases in his unique style for our new OnePlus 8 series. But there's more to it than just the cases. Each one will come with an NFC card that holds an extra little surprise for your phone when you scan it. There will only be 10,000 of them, so keep an eye out for more details on our official channels. Okay, finally, what you've been waiting for this whole time, prices. The Bullets Wireless Z earphones will be $49.95. And for the OnePlus 8, we've got 2 options for you. The 8 128GB version is $699. And the 12 256GB version will be $799. And for the OnePlus 8 Pro, we also have 2 options. The 8 128GB version will retail for $899. And finally, the top spec, top performance 12 256GB version will be $999. In North America, we'll be available through more channels than ever before. And on OnePlus.com, open sales will begin on April 29th. Keep an eye out for availability on more channels soon. And in Europe, pre-orders are beginning right now, with open sales starting April 21st. But hold on, there's one last thing before we go on.
Greetings, wanderers. It's time to begin the siege. The gatekeeper sits in his vault, guarded by 4 gates, each consisting of a multitude of security layers. We need to crack them one by one. And this is where you come in. Solve puzzles. Crack the code. Defeat the gatekeeper. Only the fastest will be able to slip through the gates before they shut forever. The siege begins.
Crackables is back by popular demand, the crypto puzzle game that over 500,000 of you played before. Crackables 2.0 starts today with a grand finale that will be live streamed on May 7th. And one of you will stand a chance to win $10,000. And also OnePlus will match that with an additional $10,000 that will be given to a charity supporting those affected by COVID-19. So good luck to all of you. So that's it. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Now we know this is a challenging time for many of you, as it has been for many of us as well. But we hope that you'll be as pleased with the OnePlus 8 series as we are. So thank you, and remember, never settle.